And honestly, like, my drums lately have been filthy. Just gonna pat myself on the back. I don't know about you guys, but I always get so insanely inspired at night. It's actually kind of becoming a problem. Last night I was exporting the last video and I needed about 20 minutes to do it, so I picked up my guitar. 4 hours later, it's 5:30 in the morning. The sun's coming up. Now I'm tired. So to get myself rejuvenated, we're going on a little hike, seeing some nature, getting outside, breathing fresh air, and then we'll get creating. Peace.
You really mustn't, darling.
Your love could fill the ocean.
I'm pretty sure dinosaurs live here. Like, I probably put my entire life savings on the fact that there's like a brontosaurus back there just munching.
I guess not. She would let me.
Everybody, last night I spontaneously decided to record another song using an acoustic, and I figured since I have my mic set up and my bench out and everything, I might as well just record like a bunch of different guitar loops to these drums, and then we can make a little pack and use them whenever we want. It's a beautiful day, another beautiful day. Stayed up super late last night putting together an awesome instrumental. I'm super excited about it. And it's gorgeous out, so I'm gonna sit outside and write some lyrics and then record them all and show you it now. Tell me one time, you know, rewind. Looking back on the choices, looking into the voices, yeah. The ones I ignored, the ones I look for. It's a quarter to 4, my head's on the floor. My body is spinning, but I still want more. Outside of myself, but can't reach out for help. I'll just accept all the cards that I dealt. I know it's been too long. It felt so wrong when I looked in the mirror and talked to myself. Opened the doors to the feelings withheld. I shed a tear when my mother cries. I still have fear when the sun rises. Sometimes I lay awake at night, playing conversations in my mind, but that's not okay. That's not okay. That's what they say. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's what they say. Alright, since I made this instrumental in the middle of the night, I decided that I'm going to do a breakdown of the entire track. I really like this song, so I think it'd be a shame not to at least share it with you and show you how I kind of created the entire thing. So let's dive into it. It all started with a sample that I found. I was just laying in bed at 1 in the morning watching an episode of TV before going to bed while I was scrolling through samples, which is always a trap because I always find something sick and then I make a whole song. And I found this by Amitė. His pack is super awesome. It's this sound. yeah, so that's a super sick sample. I really love the chords that were in it. Usually with samples, I try and not to make it like the central part of the song, because I feel like you kind of lose your creativity and it's not you when you're using someone's sample as like the entire basis of the song. So I used this thing almost unedited, but I just nestled it in the back as kind of a build-up layer during the build-up to the drop of this track. But what I did do is I used the chords from the sample as the entire chord progression throughout the whole song. So you can do that with this nifty little function called Convert Harmony to New MIDI Track, which will analyze the audio sample and try and figure out what notes are being played and create a MIDI thing. It's pretty accurate, but there's always a bunch of issues. So after some editing, I came up with this chord progression. And that's this sound in Serum. This was just screaming hip-hop drums, like that super sine wavy low pluck. It just was screaming hip-hop drums for me. So I put these drums down. Which I'm pretty proud of. It's so simple. These hi-hats in particular, they're like so simple, but they hit so hard. So you have those, and then I added another little layer of hi-hats at the very beginning. Simple. Throw it on top of the kick and snare. And I made sure to like offset the hi-hats. This is something I've really been paying attention to lately, is swinging my hi-hats. So taking them and just like putting them a little bit off of the grid so they're not so rigid. It feels like someone's actually like playing and is a little bit late on the beat. It's huge. Any real pro producer swings their drums or does something to make it less robotic. It's essential for lively, lifelike drums. After I edited or recorded all the vocals and stuff, I did a little vocal chop. The unfiltered chop is this. So you'll hear that during the drop, but I decided to add little pieces of it during the verses to kind of like help it blend in and build up to that. So I filtered it out at the beginning. And then during the actual verse, I just had the first like 2 hits of it come in. Just that on the one, so you'll hear. And it just adds that little like spacey punch that it needs right here, right here. That's a vibe. That is a vibe. When I first heard this sample, I put a kick drum on it and I just made like a 4 on the floor type thing. Before I even made the hip hop side of things, I had this, which was just that original Akali sample and like a 4 on the floor kick beat. I wanted to blend the hip hop section that I did and then build it up into like a 4 on the floor drop. So it's like hip hop and then like dance drop. I used those same chords and added piano. That piano is a keyscape, just like the basic LA Custom C7 Grand with the kick. For the actual drop section, I wanted to layer that piano up with a couple of synths. I made these 2 sounds in Serum. This one is the second one. I love this sound. In a layer, it's so nice. And then my favorite part is the fact that it goes from that 4 on the floor kick directly back into the hip hop thing. Like there's no
No breakdown or bridge or fade or anything. It's just 4 on the floor and then immediately into that hip hop section. So I'll let you listen. And that's pretty much it. It's a super simple instrumental. The key to how great it is the chords. Shout out to Akali for those. Thank you for those chords. Amazing chords. And the sound. The sounds that I chose, like this sound in particular. The sounds just like fit. So like there's not a crazy amount of layers. There's not a crazy amount of effects and distractions aside from like the occasional vocal chops and stuff. It's just really high quality sounds. And honestly, like, my drums lately have been filthy. Just gonna pat myself on the back. Like, my drums lately just been filthy. So that helps a lot. And that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really means a lot and helps with the channel a ton. Hope you guys have a beautiful night. As always, love you. Keep vibing.
Hiding these scars that I never will show. Smile on my face, I'll just go with the flow. But people around me can't know that I'm broke. Smile on my face. But that shit seems so out of place. This life ain't a race. I feel like I can't keep up the pace. One time. I just wanna be fine.